Hey everyone, so I wanted to take a moment and do a quick tutorial video just to support the document that Michelle made and make sure that you can get up and running as fast as you can. I know for myself, I sometimes have trouble following written directions when I see them for a new software program, so I wanted to provide some visuals as well. So I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen so that you can see what I see and follow along. When I say that I got this done in 20 minutes, I'm not exaggerating. It was really easy to get my parts recorded. So I'm going to go ahead here and open up GarageBand. I'm going to choose voice for my new project. And it's going to generate the file here for me. Then I'm going to switch the tempo to 100 and the time signature to 6/8 just by clicking on them, typing the number, and then clicking on it and choosing from the drop down. These are the values that Michelle suggested for chastity belt specifically. That's the tempo that the guide file is in. So now I'm going to go ahead. I see how this first track is a different color. It's highlighted. I'm going to right click in the space next to it, add audio file. And then I'm going to add the alto part because that is the part that Dr. Powell assigned me, even though I'm a soprano, but you know, memories, good old days. Anyway, so now we're going to go to the second track right underneath it. I'm going to make sure that the volume on my headphones is not super loud. So that way, if it is super loud, it would potentially pick up the guide file as part of the audio recording. And I don't really want that because that's not optimal. So anyway, now I'm ready to record. I have my music right in front of me. I have the verses in such a way that I will not be touching the paper, so you won't get any rustling in your recording. And now I'm going to go ahead and hit the record button. Hey, Nani, 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 I'm wounded and weep. So let down your drawbridge, I'll enter your keep. Okay, so I messed up right there. I don't like that. That's not good. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete that track. That's not good. So there's two things you can do. If you need to start over completely, which in this case I'm going to, just so I can demonstrate some more stuff. Or if you're in the middle of the track and you're like, dude, everything else was fine, then you can stop and start in that same spot and just adjust. So I'll demonstrate that for you right now. The reason I stayed silent at the beginning is because I am not the soloist for verse 1 on that. So I can just hang out until it's my turn. So this next time I will sing it, just so you get the idea of when it's time to sing your solos, if you have one. And also so I can show you an example of what to do when you made a mistake and don't want to record the whole thing again. And then the other thing, I just made a mistake, not on purpose, but it's one that's easy to make. I forgot to put this dial back at the beginning. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it. I hit delete, move this all back, and then I'll put the dial there. If you see that get highlighted, that's not what you want. Click on it again. So you want to click right there so the little marker goes to the beginning. So now I'm going to hit record. Oh, say, gentle maiden, will you please be mine? Condemn me no longer to mourn and to pine. Struck down like a heart, I lie wounded and weep. So let down your drawbridge, I'll enter your keep. Hey, nonny, 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 I lie wounded and weep. So let down your drawbridge, I'll enter your keep. Hey, nonny, 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 I lie wounded and weep. So let down your drawbridge, I'll enter your keep. All right, so I'm going to stop there because you don't need to hear me do this whole song. So I don't like that part right there. So I'm going to go ahead and delete. And I'm going to start again from that spot. I missed it. That was sad. So what I want to do is I want to put the counter on so I don't miss it again, so it doesn't start me right away. So I hit that 1, 2, 3, 4 button. That's the little beats that come in right ahead. Hey, nonny, 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 I lie wounded and weep. So let down your drawbridge, I'll enter your keep. See, get the idea. So now I'm going to go ahead and play it back just to make sure everything's cool. Just assume that I got to the end. You get the idea. So next time I'll actually be a little bit closer to the mic. That was my fault, but whatever. Done is better than perfect in this case because we are on a time crunch. As long as you're in tune and in tempo with this MIDI, then we're good to go. So let's assume we got all the way to the end. Life is good. Everything's happy. You're done. You're happy with your parts. So now, before we export to file, we're going to hit mute here on the guide file because you do not want that sound exporting with your sound and your recording because that doesn't make any sense. So you'll go ahead and you'll hit share, then export song to disk, and then you'll name it. You'll know how to name a file. There's a naming convention that Michelle gave you. You'll want to use that. So I'm going to go ahead and export. And I'm going to bounce the whole thing. That's all fine. All well and good. We wait. All right, and then I'm just going to go ahead and play back for you so you can kind of get an idea of how it sounds. I've also recorded all my parts already anyway, so you can find those in the alto sections of Chastity Belt and Caviar in the Google Drive. But just so you get the idea. You know, I really hate hearing myself sing on playback when I have these individual parts. You know, it doesn't sound perfect, but it's in tune more or less. And so you don't hear the backing guide track because I kept the volume of it on my headphones at a good level so that it wouldn't pick up the sound in the microphone. So as far as I'm concerned, this is a fine ass recording. I'm happy about it. So we are going to move on and go ahead and save the file. Here, I'm going to stop this, make sure it's going to stop. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead, file save, project as the test project for tutorial, and I'll hit save. And in case Michelle needs you to make any changes, it'll be there for you to reopen this whole thing. And then you just repeat the process with the tempo and time signature in a brand new file for the next song. And that's it. It's really easy. I'm not gonna lie, like I said, it took 20 minutes for me to get through my own parts when I recorded this. So once you get all set up and your guide file is there ready to go, it's just a matter of singing the song and making it through. I did my take of Chastity Belt. It was a single take. So, you know, it took as long as the song is. That's it. So it's very easy. But anyway, thank you all again so much for participating in this. You know, again, done is better than perfect. You know, give us whatever you can as long as it's in tune and in tempo. Dr. Powell's going to be happy with whatever we give him. You know, it's something we could just as easily have just hung out at home and ignored the messages. So, you know, I'm really glad that we're all participating. There's a lot of us, and he's going to be really happy with whatever we give him. So anyway, thank you so much. I hope this was helpful. Bye-bye.